Hey, this is Kris Krohn, Limitless TV. Today we're talking about the benefits of smiling. I'm bringing on my friend and guest mentor, Marianne, the novelist, to talk about the power of smiling.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Okay. You know, a lot of people hit their first interpretation of you. They make decisions about you within the first 10 seconds of seeing you. There's some astronomical number of decisions that we make about a person within the first 10 seconds of seeing them. So what impression do you want to give? What do you want people to come away with you with? You know, I have this rule in my life that I want to leave people better off than I found them. I want people to feel better about themselves. I want people to say, I like me better when I'm with you. I want to see you again. That's something I learned from one of my mentors, Dan Clark. Brilliant orator, great speaker, and you know what? I feel great when I'm around him. Here's the thing though. Sometimes some of us have this really nasty condition of RBF. And I'm not going to tell you what that means. You can go look it up. RBF looks like this. This resting face with a scowl on it. And you know, I've had so many people come up to me in the past after I was made aware of this medical, air quotes, condition of my RBF. I had people come up to me and say, Marianne, I was really afraid to approach you at first. Like you intimidated me. Guys, I'm 5'3". I weigh $115. How can I intimidate people? But this? Apparently that can be really intimidating. So what are the benefits of smiling? Why would we want to do that? What are the physiological benefits? What are the psychological benefits? And what are the benefits with working with people? You know, in the industry that I'm in, I work with people. In the industry you're in, guess what? You work with people. Did you know that you can detect a smile through an email? Did you know that you can detect a smile through a text? Did you know that when you're on the phone with someone, they can hear whether or not you're smiling without even seeing you? There's a book that's called How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age. You know, it goes in this book and talks a lot about the effects of smiling and the effects of emojis. Emojis! Who would think that emojis would be important? Now, I'm sure if you've ever read a text message from someone that you'd be like, I don't know if you're joking or not. I don't know if you're serious. Are you trying to be sarcastic right now? Guys, in my family, we mastered sarcasm. Something I'm not especially proud of, but there it was. And so I'm the last of 10 kids, guys. There's so many conversations going around in my family. There's so many ways to talk to each other. And when sarcasm runs rampant, it's hard to know what people really mean. And you know what sarcasm means? Sarcasm means to tear flesh. Who knew that sarcasm can be so destructive? So when you're thinking about communicating with people, think about what happens when you smile. What reason do you have to smile? Why should you smile? Did you know that smiling burns more calories? Smiling will actually raise your metabolic rate. So if you're looking for a way to lose weight, put a smile on your face. Did you know that smiling makes you more approachable? If you're in the business of working with people, I don't care if you're on the phone all day. If you have ever seen a person in your life, you're in the business of working with people. Every time you go out, you represent who? Yourself. You represent what you stand for. You represent your brand. And I don't care if people look at you funny or not, but here's generally what will happen. If you go down the street with a smile on your face and you actually connect someone eye to eye and they see you and they see that smile's a gift. And sometimes they'll laugh. And sometimes they'll look over your shoulder and wonder why you're so happy. But guess what's happening on their face? It's contagious. The smile is contagious. In a courtroom, it's been proven that a smile is no more or less likely to get someone convicted or set free. But it has been proven that if they do, their sentence is lighter because of the smile. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean that the smile affects someone in such a way? A smile is a token of what? It's a token of friendship. It's a token of joy. It means so much. A smile increases your face value. A smile increases the connection that you have with people. People want to do business with someone they trust. Now, I remember I was down in Moab this last week, had an amazing excursion. I got to meet so many people, and I was just in awe at how people interacted out in the middle of the wilderness. My family and I took this detour off the main road to go see the sand dunes, and I don't even know how we found this place. It must have just been because it was so popular in Google Maps, but I gotta tell you, driving a minivan full of kids down this road to find this place was a little scary. Not paved, total dirt road, and there was even this thought in my head like, I hope we have a spare tire because this is looking pretty much like four-wheel drive only. So we get out to these sand dunes, and all along the way we're watching these bikers go by, we're watching these people on ATVs go by, and every single one of them smiled and waved, or smiled and gave a nod, smiled and acknowledged us somehow. And I was like, what is it about this area? What is it about this community that knits people together? I have no idea who these people are. I may or may not ever see them again, but yet they're acknowledging me as a human being. Why? Because we share something in common. You and I, we share something in common. We're human beings. We're siblings on this planet, just trying to figure this out. In the middle of the wilderness, there's an element of survival there. There's no food. There's no water. You pack it in or you don't got it. And there's a camaraderie. There's an element of not scarcity and survival, of not trying to survive, but there's an element of I got your back. If you need me, I'm there. I knew that if we got a flat tire out in that wilderness, I knew that if my kids needed water out in that sand dunes area, the middle of the desert, that I could ask any one of those people, and if they didn't have an answer, they could get me one. There's an element of camaraderie there. I don't know how many of you remember September 11th, 2001, and what that moment in time did for our country, of what was born of that tragedy. Never before have I experienced such unity as I did that day. I saw flags flying on every corner. I remember driving to work and seeing the Stars and Stripes waving in every home, in every business. And I remember watching people as they passed me by on the street, connecting, human being to human being. So what is the value of a smile? It's I see you. I acknowledge you. I may not understand everything that you've been through, and you know what? I don't even have to, because your heart beats just like mine does. Your brain thinks just like mine does. And you're a fellow sibling on this planet. And so my gift today is a smile. And sometimes that's more than enough for another person. Smiling increases your face value. Smiling will bring life to everything that you're wanting to breathe life into, starting with you.
It works. It's awesome. Smile real big as you can. Boom. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. Marianne, thank you for being here. Limitless TV, bringing more mentoring your way to help you elevate your life to every part of its limitless potential. We will see you next time.
Subscribe. Hit subscribe.